Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the December 22nd City Council meeting. At this time, I would like to invite Pastor Robin Kramer to come forward and say the invocation for us, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for the season, and we thank you for the meaning behind the season. Lord, we thank you for your foundation. We thank you for the rulings that you've given in our government, Lord, and we pray over the council meeting tonight and ask that you just let your light shine, let clear heads prevail, let your justice prevail. In your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. May I have the roll call, please?
Mayor Bartlett.
Here.
Councilmember Wroblewski.
Here.
Councilmember Bier.
Here.
Councilmember Goodson.
Here.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember White.
Here.
Councilmember Jackson.
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum. Do we have any amendments to the agenda?
Yes, I'd like to note one item that was added earlier today. It is a first reading for ordinance number 2025-421. This assents to the annexation of property located at 8094 Highway 72 West into the city of Madison, and that is under the planning line item.
Great. Thank you very much. We will make a note of that, and we will accept the agenda as written. At this time, I'd like to ask for approval of the minutes of our work session from December 3rd.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mrs. White. Is there any discussion or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The minutes are accepted. Next, we have the minutes from our regular meeting from December 8th.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Jackson and a second from Mr. Bier. Is there any discussion or questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember White.
Aye.
Thank you. The minutes are accepted. We do have one presentation today from Christina Hearn with MVP.
Oh, yeah.
All right, good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm Christina Hearn, and I'm the Executive Director of Madison Visionary Partners, or as we often refer to ourselves, MVP. Our mission is connecting people who care with initiatives that enrich the quality of life in the community of Madison. And for some of you that may not be fully aware of the scope of work we do, I wanted to share some of our more recent and notable projects and events. And I did write my notes down so that I can stay under the 5 minutes that I promised you, because I could yap all night about this stuff. All right. So first, I'll start with some of our community projects. So in partnership with the city, we help raise the funds to expand, renovate, and make our beloved Kids Kingdom fully inclusive. Today, it stands as a vibrant, welcoming playground for children of all abilities, and on any given day, you will find it filled with families and kids enjoying a space that truly reflects the heart of our community. And most recently, MVP was proud to help lead the fundraising efforts of Madison's new community center, which is home of the Senior Center. This incredible space will serve residents of all ages and abilities, and it represents a lasting investment in connection, wellness, and community life for years to come. In March, we hosted our third annual Madison Visionary Awards, where we honored outstanding individuals who make Madison a better place to live. We recognized the Community Volunteer of the Year, Youth Volunteer of the Year, Philanthropic Business Person of the Year, and our Madison Visionary of the Year. In addition to the awards, we also distributed $15,000 in community impact grants to 9 deserving nonprofits that are doing meaningful work right here in Madison. And as a quick note, nominations for the 2026 Visionary Awards are open, and applications for the next round of grants are open with a deadline of January 9th. So if you know anyone that would be deserving of one of those awards, or any nonprofits that would either are doing or want to do work here in Madison, I encourage you to either nominate them or give them that application to apply. And then this summer, we launched our first ever Big Weekend of Service, a 2-day initiative that brought together volunteers of all ages to serve alongside local nonprofits, civic groups, and city departments across Madison. This weekend also marked the official kickoff of Serve Madison, which is our new volunteer program designed to connect residents with meaningful service opportunities throughout the year. The response from the community was incredibly encouraging, and we're excited to continue growing this program and its impact in the years ahead. The Madison Mural Trail is a truly grassroots effort that began with a group of community members who wanted to see more public art in the city. MVP was happy to lead this project and work closely with the city leaders to bring this idea to reality, fully funding the first 2 murals, and there are some more on the way. We are also very proud of our fiscal sponsorship program. MVP acts as an umbrella organization and supports fiscally sponsored projects that are consistent with our charitable mission. Projects must increase the quality of life for the residents of Madison, and the term project is used very broadly and may refer to one-time project or an ongoing group or program. So our current projects are the Miracle League of Madison and Main Street Madison. Miracle League is a transformative initiative creating a fully inclusive baseball field at Palmer Park where children of all abilities can enjoy the game in a safe, accessible environment. And it was also an exciting year for the Shops of Downtown Madison, which is what they were formerly known as they officially received their Main Street designation and became Main Street Madison. They've hired an executive director and formed a board of directors, and they are focused on revitalization efforts of the downtown area. And they are also working towards obtaining their 501c6 designation and becoming an independent organization. A standout moment this year was our inaugural Gather Madison event on November 9th at Home Place Park. It's designed as a free community meal to bring neighbors of all ages and backgrounds together. Gather welcomed nearly 500 attendees who enjoyed great food, live music, and meaningful connection. With support from more than 100 volunteers and over 21 local organizations and businesses, through both sponsorships and in-kind contribution, the day was truly a community effort. We look forward to making Gather Madison an annual tradition that celebrates the spirit and strength of our city. We are very grateful for the partnership that we have with the City of Madison, and we are very grateful for their investment in MVP. We're excited about 2026 and cannot wait to continue tackling new projects and see what we can accomplish together to further the quality of life in Madison. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. At this time, we will have public comments. I haven't received any public comment cards, so we'll go as you would like to approach the podium, and everyone will have 3 minutes to speak, and I would ask that you would state your name and the district in which you live. Is there anyone that would like to address council tonight?
Margie Daly, Erica's district. I'm just going to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And thank you for all that work so hard in our city.
Thank you so much, Margie. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address council? Seeing none, we will close public comments and move into our consent agenda. Mr. Bier?
Okay, well, thank you. We did not meet as a finance committee this week. We had a few of our council members traveling, so we didn't have a quorum, so we did not meet. But that being said, we still reviewed the periodic bills that came out from the various funds, and we have the resolutions here on the appropriations. So we got several appropriations similar to last meeting. We got one for the Enrichment Center for $25,000, annual appropriation for Wellstone. And in each of these, if you ever go online and you look at the agenda packet, it has a lot of detailed information on what that resolution is, where that money goes, and how it's allocated. We also have one for the Land Trust for $10,000, Madison Visionary Partners. Thank you, Christina Hearn, for that update. That's a great organization, as well as K-Tech with Kids to Love. And then we've got, outside of those appropriations, we've got some Microsoft licensing, settlement on municipal insurance, and we've got about $340 worth of donations that are coming in. So with that, I move to accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mr. Goodson. Are there any questions or discussion? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The consent agenda is accepted. Now we'll move into presentation of reports, and we'll continue with Mr. Bier.
Okay, I'll make mine short and sweet. I will say again, happy holidays, as Ms. Daly said, and I appreciate really this council and this mayor and all the work that's come in and all the staff in the first 6 weeks. It's been an incredible, I can tell you the mayor's working incredibly hard. And really this council, the friendships we've had, the discussions, the debate, all of us working together, it's just been a nice thing. So super excited to be a part of this. I will thank MVP Christina as well as a past board member. There's so much in this community that MVP is involved with, and a lot of times what I see is a lack of understanding and communication on things, so I appreciate your presentation this evening.
Thank you. District 3.
It was much quieter in District 3 since our last meeting, so I'll be much briefer, but some great activities that continued on in the Christmas spirit. That we had the parade, which I thought was a phenomenal event. Really interesting. It was a lot of kids out there. It was a lot of fun. Just all the things that go on in this city, just really, I think sitting out there, you kind of get a sense of things that go on, but seeing it from this angle has been entirely different and stuff, and just all the work that our city has done to really get into the season. I think City Hall looks phenomenal this year. I think you guys have commented on that before, but just really thankful, and our last meeting of this year, and then looking forward to a great 2026.
Thank you. Mayor Bartlett?
Well, it has been a busy couple of weeks since the last time we met. Our entire region has had some phenomenal news. I was honored to be invited to the announcement by Eli Lilly about their significant and historic investment in the state of Alabama right next to us here in Madison at the Greenbrier exit. And one of the things that I learned after attending a Huntsville Madison County Chamber meeting was we had a former Bob Jones student who was on the team that was helping with a site selection for Eli Lilly. And one of the things that she had done when she was a high school student was she was selected as an intern at Hudson Alpha. And Hudson Alpha is really key in terms of allowing our community to land something like Eli Lilly's advanced manufacturing for pharmaceuticals. And so that student and the seeds that we plant through our outstanding public education system helped reap something that significant for our region. A couple of weeks ago, a number of us also attended the Redstone update, and the luncheon speaker was General Whiting from Space Command. There was a lot of information that was very valuable during that update. And I was also honored to attend the Space Command sign unveiling on the Arsenal. And immediately after the sign unveiling, there was a roundtable with congressional and military leaders, and it was very eye-opening in terms of what Space Command is really looking for in terms of relocating a number of people from Colorado. And a couple of the things that were on their list that is first in their minds is health care, finding the physicians that they're going to need in terms of schools. They want to make sure that their kids are going to be educated in high-quality schools. And, of course, there are jobs that spouses may have and others who support Space Command. And so having that conversation and having our congressional leaders listen to our local leaders in terms of discussing the importance of infrastructure to be able to get people to and from the Arsenal. It was very good that they were there, and they seemed to be listening very well. And then last week, I attended PAC 7083, the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts at Asbury Church, and they were wanting to learn about elections. And this was for kindergarten through 5th grade. The first question that I fielded from one of the students was about widening 72. Highway 72, and this is an elementary student. Boy, do we have smart kids here in Madison. A number of them were chess players, I found out. It was just fun to get to be with them and their parents, and they all had a lot of very good questions. I also got to visit with Limestone County Sheriff Joshua McLaughlin. It was very good to sit down with him and also get a tour of their expansion of their jail facilities and where they're at in their renovations. I want to give you all an alert on the train alert update. We had stated earlier that we were trying for December to get the alerts up and ready for you to sign up. It looks like we're going to be able to make that. So after the Christmas holiday, you should be seeing some communication coming out from City Hall about how to sign up for the train alerts. And I'm a part of the beta testing, so I've been receiving both the email version and the text version of the alerts. And what's great is that as between the two, I prefer the text alert because it tells me when the tracks are blocked at Sullivan, and it tells me when they're clear. And those are the two pieces of information I need most. And some days, boy, are there a lot of trains, so we're gathering some really good data for our grant application to Norfolk Southern. I really want to commend our IT department, and particularly Chris and Garrett, who've been working on this project. What innovation for them to solve a problem. And they are getting calls from all over the U.S. Asking what we're doing. And so we can't wait to share, and there'll be more about that. But kudos to them. They are just working so hard on this. And just a reminder, we will have, City Hall will be closed at noon on Christmas Eve. And of course, we're closed on Christmas Day, but we'll be back operating on Friday. And that's it.
Thank you, Mayor. Fabulous update. District 6.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to give you one piece of information. There is a holiday T-shirt pop-up at the Madison Senior Center tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. So if you're interested in a T-shirt or a sweatshirt, please stop by. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy New Year.
Very good. Thank you. District 7.
Yes, so I think a week or two ago I went to the Madison Arts Alliance board meeting, and they mentioned that they're looking for a new member who will be the vice president of that board. They're looking for someone who's be willing to spearhead sponsor recruitment and grant writing. So if you're interested, please email them at info@madisonartsalliance.org. And then also I just wanted to give a shout out to the members of the public who have been coming to our meetings so far during this term and sending us emails and calls and texts. Really appreciate the input. Please keep it up and spread the word.
Awesome, thank you. I just have one item. On Saturday at the Madison Library from 1 to 3, there's going to be a Yappy Hour info dump, and I've signed up to participate, and I'm going to take with me the Greenway map, the hiking map, and our city council map, and it's just an opportunity to meet different people in the community that are coming to speak on different topics. So it's their inaugural event, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Again, it's called the Yappy Hour info dump. So Saturday 1 to 3 at our library. I'm hoping to meet a lot of people from the community. And that's all for our presentation of reports. So we do have one board and committee appointment. Mrs. White?
Yes, I would like to appoint Brenda Bushman to seat 4 of the Zoning Board of Adjustment and Appeals with a term expiration of December 31st, 2028. This is a reappointment, and a little bit about Ms. Bushman is she has an extensive sales and marketing career in executive business, business development, resort, and real estate sales and marketing. She specializes in networking, strategic and comprehensive sales, acquisition, contract negotiations, project sales, administrative management, and marketing. And she also has an extensive background in new construction and build-out of commercial space. Ms. Bushman is someone, as I mentioned, has been on the board prior. Since she predated my time serving on city council, I did speak to several members, and they agreed that she's a great addition to the board. She's someone who's willing to serve again. So without further ado, that's what I have.
Thank you so much. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, we will reappoint Mrs. Bushman and thank her for her continued service to the ZBA. We do have one public hearing this evening, and I do have something to read. The next resolution deals with the assessment of weed liens on a number of properties within the city. The addresses are listed in the resolution in the agenda packet. Council has been presented with itemized reports showing the cost of removing weed nuisances from these properties. These reports have been previously sent to the owners of these lots, and the owners have received notice of the hearing date. We'll now have public hearing on these matters, and I did just want to ask, is there anyone here, if there's an owner or somebody representing one of these properties, we would like to invite you to come and speak first. Is there anyone that wants to speak to this particular issue? Okay, so seeing none, I believe our city attorney still would like me to read the addresses, or do I need to? I don't need to do that now. Okay, very good. I'm going to turn it over to our city attorney. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to open the public hearing. If anybody not representing a certain property would like to come and speak, you may do so now. My apologies, Mrs. Daly.
Margie Daly, Erica's district. I just wanted to say, so I looked up a couple of them, and I noticed that most of them have taxes due too. So these look like they're probably going to go into foreclosure. But what I'd like to mention is, it would be nice if as a community, that if, say, a neighbor got in trouble and needed their lawn done or something, that we would work together to help them out rather than throw them on the list. I went through the first couple, and most of them owe taxes too, so I'm thinking they're in trouble financially. But, I just wanted to mention, it would be nice that as neighbors, if we helped out each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Daly, and I'll agree with that and ask us to be good stewards of our neighborhood and look for those opportunities, especially if we see a situation where a neighbor's mail is piling up or there's no movement at the house, make sure everything's okay. And we do have that wellness service that our police department has installed, and that can be a benefit in this case as well. Ms. Ingarelli? I'm going to close the public hearing, and now we...
No further comments.
No further comments. So may I have a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mrs. White. Is there any discussion on this topic?
Quick comment. I appreciate your comments, Ms. Daly. And same thing. I looked up a few of these properties. One of them that was in my district found that it was purchased out of foreclosure a few years ago. It's owned by an investor. Obviously, a vacant area. So, as you look at the people impacted and ways to avoid that versus, obviously, the needs of our city to upkeep it. So it's always good to look into these to see where we can help.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Bier. Anyone else? No. Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson?
Aye.
Councilmember White?
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski?
Aye.
Councilmember Bier?
Aye.
Councilmember McKay? Councilmember Lessmann? Councilmember Jackson?
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Now we'll have department reports, and we'll begin with engineering.
Okay, first tonight I have resolution number 2025-407R, authorizing a professional services agreement with Halliburton Surveying and Mapping Incorporated for a topographic and right-of-way survey of the area on the east side of Hughes Road between Lynbrook and Oakland Trace. This is for project 26006A, Hughes sidewalks at Discovery Middle School, not to exceed $9,300 to be paid from engineering department budget.
May I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mrs. White. Is there any discussion or questions?
Yes, I had a couple questions. So I've noticed in the comprehensive plan, that Hughes is planned to be widened from Eastview to 72 eventually. So I guess my first question is, if this specific stretch of Hughes has a sidewalk as is being proposed, would that have to be removed to widen Hughes from 3 to 5 lanes, as the comprehensive plan recommends?
Possibly in the future. There's going to be several phases to the Hughes Road widening project. The next phase goes up to just past Gillespie, so that won't include this area. So it could be several years down the road before we get to that section of Hughes Road. We'll put it as far back in the right-of-way as we possibly can, but we haven't even started conceptual design on that, so I don't really know where exactly in the existing right-of-way a widened road would have to fit. It's possible, but it'd be for several years.
I see. So it's possible it'd have to be removed, but possible not.
That's correct.
Okay.
Do we have any sense of how far out that stretch? I mean, maybe that's hard to predict as well, but that stretch might be considered to be widened.
I really don't know. I wouldn't want to guess.
Sure.
Any other questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski,
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson,
Aye.
Councilmember McKay, Councilmember Lessmann, Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
All right, next I have ordinance number 2025-408. This is the first reading for approving amendments to the state and federal standards for the prevention of flood damage.
And you'll be back on the 12th for that?
That's correct.
Awesome.
These are non-substantive changes. It's mostly changing correcting some definitions, some inconsistency issues, changing it to say City of Madison instead of just Madison, so it's...
Thank you.
All right, and then finally, I have resolution number 2025-412R, awarding bid number 2025-023 ITB for the provision of street sweeping services to Sweeping Corporation of America, LLC, in the amount of $64,965 per year for up to 3 years to be paid from stormwater user fees.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mr. Goodson. And I did want to add, this is one thing, council, that is really important for us to communicate to our residents and our constituents as much as we can for them to remove their vehicles from the streets, because when the street sweeper comes in, if there are a bunch of cars on the streets, it's ineffective. So Sam in our communications department is a fabulous resource. She'll put something out when we're going to start. People are going to ask what time and what day are you going to sweep my street, and we're not able to say that, but we will give them a general time frame. But if we can spread that word to please not have your cars on the street, that's a huge plus for this project. So I had a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mr. Goodson. Any other comments? Okay, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier,
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson,
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski,
Aye.
Councilmember McKay, Councilmember Lessmann, Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Next up, we have legal.
Good evening. I have a first reading to present to you all. It is for ordinance number 2025-413, and this is an ordinance to authorize Madison Utilities to dispose of certain equipment. Under state law, anytime Madison Utilities wants to sell land or equipment, it has to ask the city council for approval by an ordinance. And the equipment that they're looking to sell this time includes a number of different types of motors and trucks. So second reading on the 12th of January.
Great. Thank you. We will see you then for that. Next up is planning.
Good evening. The first item is proposed ordinance number 2025-409. This is a first reading for vacation of utility and drainage easement in the rear yard of a property at 157 Shale Rock Drive, and this is so that they can do some backyard improvements, and we'll have your second reading at your next meeting.
Thank you.
And the second item is ordinance number 2025-421. This is also a first reading, and this is to assent to the annexation of a commercially developed property located at 8094 Highway 72. You can see the property outlined there. This is where there is currently a Costco on the north side of Highway 72. We would be looking to annex that, and we'll be back with a second reading at a future meeting.
Great. Thank you. We look forward to that. Thank you so much. Next up is police.
Good evening. Here for resolution number 2025-403R, and that's authorizing purchase of 3 2026 Ford Police Interceptor all-wheel drive utility vehicles from Stivers Ford Lincoln through the state bid. That's $44,466 per vehicle, or a total of $133,398 to be paid from the police department capital outlay budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Jackson and a second for Mrs. White. Is there any questions or discussion?
I did have a quick question. I'm very excited to see this on the agenda. The total cost to equip a cruiser, is that included here, or is there a little bit more to be added?
So you're about to hear the other two?
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I apologize. In addition to the others, this is fully equipped, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next
Oh,
resolution.
well, we're going to vote on that one, though, right?
Got it.
Okay, so we had the motion from Mr. Jackson and the second from Mrs. White. May we have the vote, please?
Councilmember Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
The next is 2025-404R, and that's authorizing purchase of 3 light and siren packages from Haynes Emergency Lighting, and that's off the state bid as well, $14,857.30 per vehicle for a total of $44,571.90, and again, to be paid for from the police capital outlay budget.
Motion to approve.
Second?
I have a motion from Mr. Goodson and a second from Mr. Jackson. Any questions, comments? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember White.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
And finally, on the cars, 2025-405R, authorizing the purchase of 3 dash cams from Axon Enterprises through the state bid list at $46,602 to be paid for by the police department capital outlay budget. I will say these are not just dash cams. They have LPR readers in the cameras, license plate readers, and also there's in-car cameras so we can see what's going on in the back of the car as well.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Bier and a second for Mrs. White. So I had a question real quick. On the flock cameras, are they just in the police cars or are they also like at intersections?
Flock cameras are something completely different. Those
Okay, okay.
are the ones that are at the intersection.
Okay, okay, very good, thank you. So again, a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. White. Any questions about the cameras? No? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you, the resolution passes.
And finally, resolution number 2025-414R, and that's authorizing an agreement with Power DMS for document management services. First year at $4,697.09 through fiscal year 26, and fiscal year 27, $45,623.69 to be paid for from the police department budget. So just a little bit of an explanation about this. Right now, we have Power DMS, and Power DMS holds all of our documents to include all of our CALIA reporting software. What this will allow us to do now is to take a separate software package that we have that we are actually housing ourselves called IA Pro, which has a software package in there called Blue Team, and that houses all of our disciplinary records, our reporting software for use of force, police pursuits, any injuries to people, as well as how we document coaching and performance documentation. This will allow us to put it all into one package under Power DMS, which they will be responsible for all storage and all the upkeep and updates, whereas it'll be completely off-site. We will not have to house that internally. So it packages it all up in one nice, neat little package, so we don't have to have all these different software programs.
Very cool.
May I
So
have,
moved.
I have a motion, may I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Bier and a second from Mrs. White. Any discussion or questions for Chief?
Quick question on it. That is, so it's document management. Is there retention policies that you have in place already with that? And does that align with what that software will provide and automatically do that?
So what we're talking about here with documents is essentially policies. We have policies and we have our CALIA reporting stuff on there. Since CALIA is not a mandatory thing for the state, it doesn't really apply to our state record-keeping stuff. However, when we do get the new program, which will have the disciplinary records for officers, that will comply with.
Okay.
And then we input into the program what the state requirements are, so the program will remind us of how long we have to keep things.
That'll keep us in compliance. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
And at some point, this will allow you to no longer license that other product, right? So there'll be a
Exactly.
savings.
So we're
in
paying
that.
for those licenses as well.
Very good. Any other questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to all.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Chief. Last up, recreation.
I'm Stephanie. I'm here for Corey tonight. We've got 3 resolutions for you. The first one is 2025-396R, authorizing an agreement with TripMaster Software for Mars and Madison Senior Center Transportation Systems, one-time fee of $77,845, and then billed monthly $1,465 from the Recreation Department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Jackson and a second for Mr. Goodson. Any questions? May I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember White.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
All right, then we have 2025-415R, awarding bid number 2025-022 ITB for the Palmer Park Lower Quad LED lighting project to Big River Electric Incorporated in the amount of $90,000 to be paid from Fund 38.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for Mr. Goodson and a second for Mrs. White. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes.
And then last, we have 2025-416R, authorizing a one-year licensing agreement with CamPlay Adapted Program for Special Needs Adaptive Sports Programs, $1,000 to be paid from the Recreation Department budget.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion for Mrs. White and a second for Mr. Bier. Any questions? Seeing none, may I have the vote, please?
Councilmember White.
Aye.
Councilmember Bier.
Aye.
Council President Wroblewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Goodson.
Aye.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Lessmann. Councilmember Jackson.
Aye.
Thank you. The resolution passes. You did great, Stephanie. It didn't hurt at all, right? Are there any other miscellaneous announcements? From all of us to you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the best in the new year, and we will see you back on January 12th. Be safe. Thank you all. We are adjourned.
So as you can see, more and more families, more and more people continue to plant their roots in the city of Madison. Managed growth has been a part of our community since the 1980s. As a matter of fact, this community has grown by almost 13,000 people per decade. That's well over 1,000 people per year. Guys, folks are coming to Madison a family a day. Why are they doing that? Well, it's because our quality of life is so strong. So as mayor, on behalf of our city council, I'm so proud to be able to say the state of our city is strong, and it continues to get stronger. You know, one of the neat things is you get national accolades, like Money Magazine naming us the 12th best city to live in the nation, or Niche talking about the city is the best suburb to live in the state of Alabama, or our school district being the #1 school district in the state. But the reality is there's a team of people in the city of Madison managing our growth. And our biggest partner has been our Madison City Schools.
When my family moved here almost 20 years ago, one of the most important things we were looking for was an outstanding school system. And we were able to raise our son, who went to Madison City Schools from kindergarten through high school, and now he's